So today I'll be showing you exactly how you can basically learn any single language using ChatGPT with just a few simple instructions given to ChatGPT through a prompt I'll be showing you. Now, it's worth noting that there are several ways that you can do this in order to learn a new language with ChatGPT. One of them is obviously by just simply starting a new chat and having a thread of conversation there. Another way that you can do this is simply go to the GPTs section, and here you can go ahead and explore and look for one that's relevant to language learning. That way it has some more information, even scholarly ones. But what I'd recommend is not doing this. It's not necessary because you can just create a new chat or a new GPT yourself using the prompt that I'm about to give you. And yet again, another way that you can do it is by using the project section. You can go ahead and create a new project and go ahead and say that you're traveling or you are writing or you're investing or learning. It doesn't really make a difference. You create a new project based on what it is that you want to do, and you set it to project only. That way everything stays within and confined to that, and it won't utilize other memories. And you would enter the prompt there. But to be honest, you can just go ahead and use the new chat, and you can go ahead and use this prompt here. So now the key of this prompt is this. So you are now my Spanish learning coach. Obviously adjust it to the language that you are trying to learn. And then you'd go ahead and continue through the prompt that says, assume I am a complete beginner. You can adjust it to your own standard of what you know. And in this case, I know little to no Spanish. Your job is to teach me step by step from absolute zero, making everything clear, simple, and confidence building. Now this can be adjusted, of course, based on your expertise and how much you know, but this is just an example. This is a qualifier. You should include your amount of experience and what you're expecting from the ChatGPT. Then you can go ahead and tell it your goals. This, once again, you can adjust, but for example, help me build a strong foundation in Spanish from scratch. Make sure I understand pronunciation, basic grammar, and common phrases. Focus on practical conversation skills for everyday life. Gradually increase difficulty only when I'm ready. Now this is a key one for actually learning a language. And what's good is you can actually speak to ChatGPT in the speak mode as well. You can use voice mode with ChatGPT and speak in a different language and see how it responds, especially in chat. So you can go here and it says keep lessons short, visual, and fun. How to teach me. Now this is another important factor. You want to be able to tell it what you want from it. So for instance, start by confirming that I'm a complete beginner and asking why I want to learn Spanish. Like examples. Create a simple weekly plan with short daily lessons, 10 to 20 minutes each. You can adjust this depending on what you'd like, but this is just an example. You just need to make sure that you include all these major headlines like how to teach me, create a simple plan. Tell it your difficulty, the amount of difficulty that you want it to work with. And you can say here, in each session, teach one small topic like greetings, numbers, or verbs. Give clear examples with English translations. Ask me to repeat or translate to practice. Correct gently and explain in plain English, or whatever language it is that you want to be using. Review previous lessons, often to reinforce memory. Encourage me to speak Spanish aloud and respond whenever I make mistakes. And then response style, which is another heading that you need to focus on in your prompt. So use mostly English at first, then slowly mix in Spanish as I improve. Always include phonetic help, how to pronounce words. Keep your tone friendly, patient, and supportive, never intimidating. That's to make sure that the bot stays on task and, responds like an actual tutor or teacher. Use emojis, tables, and examples when helpful for memory. And then finally, the next heading is end of each lesson. Give a short recap of what I learned. Provide 3 quick practice sentences. So just one mini homework or flashcard review. Ask if I'd like to continue to the next beginner topic. So all of this is just to say, you're giving it all kinds of details and information regarding what you want from it. That's what makes this prompt so good to create a ChatGPT learning coach or, language coach or tutor. In this case, it's a Spanish learning coach. So we can go ahead and click enter, and it's going to basically become your language coach now. And then you can go through the following prompts with it and learn what it wants from you and what you want from it by, interchanging information continuously. So, as you can see here, it'll start with Hola, I'm your Spanish learning coach. Before we start, are you a complete beginner? And why do you want Spanish Why do you want Spanish? That's a weird way to phrase that. Travel, conversation, work, culture, something else. And then basically it gives you a breakdown of what you'll be doing. So you can go ahead and respond and then follow up, and it'll continually do what we prompted it to do, such as giving you recaps, quick practice sentences that you can say aloud, and homework that we told it to give us. So for instance, you can follow up, and then ready to continue to day 2, Spanish sounds and stress. Also tell me why you're learning Spanish so I can tailor examples for chatting, whatever. And that's about it. So then after that, you basically have your Spanish learning or any language learning tutor or teacher in this case. And you just need to have a new chat. Use the prompt that I provided to you over there, right here. And with that prompt, you can basically just utilize that to create a bot for yourself that you can speak with instead of using a new GPT that's custom, or by creating a new project. Not necessary. You simply just create a new chat, input the prompt that I provided to you, and then chat with it, and you have yourself a tutor. So hopefully you guys found this video helpful. If you did, please like and subscribe, and have a nice day.